Welcome to Strength Foundation.
Today, we're going to go beyond the sets and reps to really master the mental game. We're diving deep into Chapter 8 of the NSCA text, all about exercise psychology, goal setting, and motivation. You know, understanding this stuff is what takes a trainer from being just good to being truly great. So let's get right into it.
So let's just kick things off with a huge question, one that can honestly define your entire career. What is the single biggest reason clients just stop showing up? I'll give you a hint. It has almost nothing to do with the workout plan you wrote. It's all about what's happening, or maybe what's not happening, inside their head.
And here's a pretty sobering number for you, straight from the source material. Fewer than 50% of people who start an exercise program are still doing it 6 months later. Think about that. That means for every 2 clients you sign up, 1 is likely to be gone in half a year. That's a massive drop-off, and it's the exact problem we're going to learn how to solve today.
Look, think of it this way. Your knowledge of anatomy and physiology, that gets you in the door. It makes you qualified. But your understanding of psychology, that's what's going to keep your clients coming back week after week, year after year. Mastering these concepts is your key to breaking that 50% drop-off cycle and building a truly successful long-term career.
Okay, so let's start with the mental game itself. We're going to look at the science of why exercise is just so powerful for the mind. And I don't just mean feeling good. I'm talking about creating real, measurable psychological and physiological changes. Exam alert. Guys, you absolutely have to know the difference between these two for your test. Put a star next to this. State anxiety is that temporary feeling, the nerves you get right before a big lift. It comes and it goes. Trait anxiety, on the other hand, is more of a personality thing. It's someone's general tendency to view situations as threatening. Your training can have a huge impact on both.
Now, what's really cool about this slide is it kind of reframes your job description. You're not just a rep counter, you are actively providing these powerful science-backed mental health benefits. I mean, look at this. Exercise reduces stress. It acts like an antidepressant by helping release serotonin and dopamine. It literally sharpens the mind, and it builds self-esteem from the inside out. This is your real value.
So now that we get the why behind all these mental benefits, let's build the how. We're moving on to probably the single most powerful tool you have for keeping clients on track, mastering the art of goal setting. I want you to burn this philosophy into your brain. Your job is not to be a dictator who just hands down goals. You are an architect. You work with your client to figure out what they truly want, what really motivates them, and then you build that plan together. That collaboration, that's everything. Okay, this is so important. You're going to use a mix of all 3 of these. So say a client wants to run a 5K. The outcome goal is finishing the race. A performance goal might be to run it in under 30 minutes. But the most important ones for you, as the coach, are the process goals. Things like, did you complete your 3 scheduled runs this week? Or did you focus on your breathing form? Nailing these little process goals is how you build unstoppable momentum.
And here it is, the gold standard for writing any goal. You will definitely 100% see this on your CPT exam. It's the SMART acronym. Every single goal you set has to be specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-bound. This is the framework that turns a vague wish like, I want to get in shape, into a concrete, actionable plan that actually works.
All right, so we've got the goal-setting blueprint in place. Now we need the fuel to make it go. This brings us right into the science of motivation. Not just how to light that fire, but more importantly, how to keep it burning for the long haul.
This is such a core concept. Extrinsic motivation, getting a reward like praise or maybe a free t-shirt, it's great for getting someone started. But our ultimate mission as coaches is to help clients find their intrinsic motivation. That's when they show up because they genuinely love the process, the feeling, the challenge. That's the real key to making fitness a lifelong habit.
Understanding reinforcement is absolutely critical for your coaching. So positive reinforcement is adding something good, like giving sincere praise for great form. Wow, you kept your chest up perfectly on that squat. That builds a really positive environment. Negative reinforcement is taking something bad away. The classic example is a parent stops nagging their kid once their room is clean. Honestly, just focus on positive reinforcement. It's way more powerful for building a great relationship with your client.
But here's the thing, motivation is fragile. It can completely fall apart without one key ingredient, your client's genuine belief that they can actually succeed. And that brings us to the idea of self-efficacy.
Okay, Here's another key term to remember. The textbook points out that self-efficacy is one of the single most powerful predictors of whether someone will stick with exercise. It's not just general confidence, it's very specific. It's their belief that they can perform the actual actions needed to hit their goals.
So, how do we build it? The book gives us 4 ways, but I want you to laser focus on number 1. Performance accomplishments. This is by far the most powerful method. This means your programming needs to be designed to create a history of success for your client. Every session should give them some kind of win. That is how you systematically build bulletproof confidence.
Okay, we've covered a lot of the theory. Now let's get practical. This last section is all about the actual tools, straight from the book, that you can start using with your clients on day 1.
Being able to figure out where your client is on this journey is a huge skill. Are they in pre-contemplation, where they're not even really thinking about exercising? Or are they already in the action phase? Your coaching strategy has to match their stage. You can't use an action strategy on a contemplation person. It's going to fail every single time.
I really love this slide because it's a simple 4-step exercise you can literally walk a client through. It's a process. You help them identify that negative inner voice, you teach them how to stop it, and then you work together to systematically reframe it. This is how you help turn their inner critic into their own personal inner coach.
And this slide right here, this is basically your practical toolkit. I would seriously recommend pausing here or taking a screenshot, because this is a cheat sheet of 10 motivational techniques pulled right from your textbook. It covers everything from offering choices to using an exercise log to modeling behavior. These aren't just vague ideas, they are proven strategies you can start using tomorrow.
Let this one sink in. This is the real impact you have as a trainer. This is why we do what we do. It goes so much deeper than just sets and reps. You are helping someone completely rebuild their relationship with themselves.
So, after this whole deep dive into Chapter 8, the big takeaway is pretty clear. As a trainer, you're not just in the business of building muscle, you're in the business of building belief. So the real question to leave you with is, are you ready to master the tools that make that belief possible? Thanks for tuning in. Now go crush that exam.